Police Minister Bheki Cele and his deputy Cassel Mathale will visit the eThekwini Metro today to assess compliance with disaster regulations. Earlier this week, Premier Sihle Zikalala announced heightened vigilance when it comes to enforcing lockdown regulations following an increase in COVID-19 infections and deaths in the region. Well, for more on this story, we cross to my colleague Ayand Mhlongo, who's standing by for us. Thanks very much, Ayanda. Tell us what's happening where you are.
Good day to our viewers. Well, we are coming to you from Umlazi, where the Minister of Police, in fact, he is just leaving this roadblock, and it's one of the many operations that he has visited since the start of this morning here around the eThekwini Metro. As you know, of course, as you said, that there is a big focus in terms of law enforcement here in this metro, following, of course, the staggering numbers that of the 671 confirmed cases of COVID-19 here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, 77% of the numbers are from eThekwini. And as you said, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal saying that needs to be more stricter measures, more operations, and increase law operations by law enforcement. And at this roadblock that has started from this morning, this is one of about 6 that we've seen this morning, where the law enforcement agencies, the South African National Defence Force, as well as Metro and SABC are out in full force. Of course, the Minister of Police also this morning giving an update on the figures so far in terms of just giving a national picture, saying that over 100,000 cases were opened in the first 21 days of the lockdown, and 118,000 people across the country were charged with various offences. Saying that in terms of general crime, the crime numbers seem to have dropped. Of course, there is a lot of concern still with people not complying with the regulations, saying that people are still moving unnecessary. Also, the sale of alcohol and other illegal goods that are continuing to be sold. And saying to the police officers and law enforcement that they need to step up their operations. Of course, another point that he raised today was the concern that of those that have been charged and arrested, 131 are government officials and 89 of those are police officers. And he's saying that as the police force, they're going to take the necessary disciplinary steps, and in fact saying that they're going to speed up their disciplinary action against those police officers that have been found to have contravened the law and the lockdown regulations. 89 police officers across South Africa have been arrested and charged. The majority of those, he tells us, are from the Western Cape. So the police minister saying that it's important to go all out in full force, in particular in this area. He was here from last night, he tells us, and he was also here in the area of Umlazi, and saying that he's quite pleased, particularly in this township, which has also had a number of confirmed cases as well, that people are adhering to the rules. He was particularly concerned about the transport and taxi industry, but also saying that he sees that they are complying with the regulations in terms of the numbers of people that they are supposed to be ferrying, but also working within the hours that have been stipulated. And he's saying there that he's pleased with those, but obviously saying that there still needs to be a greater effort from all government departments. Another point that he raised, particularly here in the eThekwini Metro, is the high number of those people that are living in the streets. And there's particular concern about those people that are living in the street. We understand that there's high crimes as well. Robberies as well has increased. And he's saying that the next step now is going to be for law enforcement to concentrate in the areas where there have been those that are living on the street. But generally saying that he's happy with the process so far, the progress so far, but there still needs to be a lot more that needs to be done. Nompo.
Thanks very much, Ayanda, for that feedback. My colleague there, Ayand Mhlongo, reporting from KZN.